Despite India's $1.3 trillion sovereign bond market becoming very attractive for foreign investors, and inclusion of India's G6 in JP Morgan Bond Index, challenges in the bond market persist. According to a report by Bloomberg, investors have been facing a lot of challenges ranging from lengthy documentation to the intricacies of selling a trade and the complexities of paying taxes on any profits. This was reported in a detailed report by Bloomberg. This became obvious as foreign investors are eagerly buying bonds after they are added to JP Morgan's main emerging market debt index from Friday. India opened a segment of the sovereign bond market to overseas investors only due to record borrowing during the pandemic. To trade directly in the fully accessible route bonds, which are the types eligible to be added to JP Morgan's index, foreign funds must complete a registration process for each account via a custodian. Investors found it frustrating that the documentation required is more complex than in other countries, according to the Bloomberg report, which cited sources who did not wish to be named. For example, electronic signatures aren't available for non-residents. While onboarding typically takes 8 weeks, there have been cases of it taking as little as 7 days or as long as 2 years, as per the report. Global funds bought roughly $10 billion of FAR bonds since index inclusion was announced in September last year, suggesting logistical headaches are not deterring investors. India's sovereign bonds are traded and settled on the central bank's trading platform. India, cautious of hot money flows that led to the Asian financial crisis, chose not to follow in the footsteps of China, which provided concessions such as exempting investors from taxes ahead of joining major debt indexes. India has agreements with dozens of countries allowing some investors to benefit from lower rates than 30% for short-term capital gains and 10% for long-term gains. Interest income is taxed at 20%, but tax treaties can reduce this rate, as per the report.